Two big movies came out on Christmas Day, one being Soul and the other being... I got a chance to talk about Soul on this channel, but I haven't talked about Wonder Woman 1984 yet. So with this video, I'm putting Wonder Woman against Wonder Woman 1984. Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. My name is Gabriel and I love to rank movies. If you can relate, consider hitting that subscribe button. And please know that everything I say about these movies is just my opinion, but I would love to see yours down in the comments section. And I just wanted to let you guys know that I created a Letterboxd account that you can find the link in the description or down in the comments. But with that said, let's get started. Round 1 is villains. Now, since both of these films have multiple villains, I thought this would be a fun round to do. The villains of Wonder Woman include General Ludendorff, Dr. Poison, and Ares. General Ludendorff and Dr. Poison work together, so I would be fine with just them as the antagonists, but the studio forced Patty Jenkins to include a twist villain, with Sir Patrick Morgan actually being the god Ares. Which is surprising, because it makes no sense, and that simple twist makes the worst part of the entire movie, even when it's still good. The villains of Wonder Woman 1984 are Maxwell Lord and Cheetah. Maxwell Lord is a complete psychopath, but he's a compelling and crazy villain. Cheetah follows the same guidelines as Syndrome, Electro, Jim Carrey's Riddler, and Aldrich Killian by being a nerdy person that no one really talks to, but then wanting more and becoming a villain that only cares about himself. Which is very innovative. But other than that villain cliche, Cheetah was still a good antagonist. Until she actually turns into a real CGI-heavy cheetah. But Maxwell Lord is a good enough villain for Wonder Woman 1984 to take the first round. Wonder Woman 0, Wonder Woman 1984 1. Round 2 is action. These are both superhero films, so I think I have to do this round. Wonder Woman has great action. Until the climax, where the studio once again forced Patty Jenkins to have a twist villain and a CGI-heavy final battle. But other than that, the war action was great, the battles in Themyscira were great, and this film has pretty great action. Do I really need to talk about Wonder Woman 1984's action? I mean, everyone on the internet has made it pretty clear how the action is. It's stupid. There are so many things in the action sequences that don't work at all, and the studio just wants us to accept them for what they are, and that's really hard because of how dumb it is. Even in the battle between Cheetah and Wonder Woman, it would be an okay action scene if the CGI wasn't so terrible. So yeah, Wonder Woman 1, Wonder Woman 1984 1. Round 3 is setting. Wonder Woman is set mostly during World War I in 1918, but in the beginning, it also takes place in Themyscira. There are only a couple superhero films that actually take place during one of the actual world wars, so Wonder Woman pulls off the war action nicely, even though I would prefer Captain America: The First Avenger as a war movie and just a movie in general. If you didn't know that Wonder Woman 1984 took place in 1984, then you're a few fries short of a Happy Meal, if you know what I mean. But still, even in its 80s setting, it doesn't really scream 80s. Besides the scene when Steve tries on modern clothes.
Parachute pants?
Yeah,
Does everybody parachute?
And honestly, sometimes the 80s setting actually hurts the film for me. Like, in the first film, Steve is a pilot, and he dies, and that's in 1918. But then in this film, when he comes back, he just randomly knows how to fly a plane made in the 80s. And he doesn't even mess up at all. And sometimes the 80s setting gives them a chance to make a joke, but most of the time they sacrifice moments in the movie that could have been really good, just for a comedy that most of the time doesn't even land very well. Wonder Woman is gonna get this point. Wonder Woman 2, Wonder Woman 1984, 1. Round 4 is plot. Raised on a protected island, Themyscira, Diana Prince, Wonder Woman, meets a pilot who tells her about a huge war going on in the outside world. Wonder Woman thinks she can stop the war, which she thinks is caused by Ares, so she leaves the island for the first time. She fights alongside many other men, where she finally discovers her full powers and true destiny. Like I said before, there aren't very many superhero movies about war, but this one definitely pulls it off. The basic premise isn't the most original, but it's still a very good film by the DC DCEU. In Wonder Woman 1984, Diana Prince lives quietly among normal humans in America in the 1980s. Even though she's now discovered her full potential and gotten into her full power, she maintains a low profile by managing a collection of ancient artifacts and only performing heroic acts in disguise. But soon, Wonder Woman will have to gather all of her strength to defeat Maxwell Lord and the Cheetah. That sounds like kind of a good plot, but then you go into the film and it's just a disaster. There are so many glaring plot holes that you can't just find a single answer to. So as far as the plot goes, Wonder Woman 1984 would be better off called Blunder Woman 1984. Wonder Woman 3, Wonder Woman 1984, 1. Final round is emotional payoff. In Wonder Woman, after seeing Antiope get shot in the first act of the film, I kinda knew I was in store for an emotional roller coaster. Sure, that was sad, but the filmmakers saved the saddest scene for last when we see Steve Trevor sacrifice himself. Wonder Woman 1984 tries to have the same emotional drive, but when we see Steve have to leave Diana again, it just comes off as a rip-off of the first Wonder Woman. Nothing was really sad in the second, so Wonder Woman easily gets this point. Wonder Woman 4, Wonder Woman 1984, 1. Wonder Woman 1984 was one of the most disappointing films of 2020. Therefore, Wonder Woman is the winner. Hi guys, thanks for watching. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and click the bell icon to be notified when I upload a new video. I just wanted to tell you guys that I just created a Letterboxd account. You can find the link in the description. But until then, stay tuned and subscribe to Cinema Ranks.